Hey everyone, I am so glad that you have checked back in for our Kid Life Midweek Bible Study. You know, this month we're learning about peace. We're calling it Reconnect, which is what I've been trying to do is reconnect these Legos. At one point, this made a really cool Star Wars spaceship, but I don't know. We've kind of mixed up the pieces and lost the instructions, so I'm trying to figure out how to reconnect them all. But regardless, here's the deal. Kids, I want you to press pause on the video here for a minute and go find your parents and tell them that we need them for just a minute because we've got an activity that they're going to need to help you with. So go grab your parents, 2 sheets of paper, and something that you can write with. Press pause, and then we'll be back. All right, hopefully mom and dad's in the room with you right now. You've got 2 sheets of paper and something to write with. Here's what I want you to do. Mom, Dad, on 1 sheet of paper, write the word peace. All right? And then on the other sheet of paper, write no peace. Once you get that wrote down, tape them to each one side of the room or just put them on one side or the other. You don't have to tape it necessarily, but just make sure they're on opposite sides of the room and it's positioned to where the kids can see what it says. Peace, no peace. All right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to come up with some scenarios where basically they have to decide whether or not the action would bring peace or does not bring peace. And they can answer by running to the side of the room with the sign that matches their response. Okay? So parents, let me give you some help with some scenarios. Perhaps, scenario 1, perhaps there is a new kid in your class who acts differently and the other kids stay away from her. You ask her to play with you at recess. Does this bring peace or no peace? All right, here's another scenario for you. There are 2 cookies left in the cookie jar. Instead of eating both, you eat one and give the other one to your brother. Peace or no peace? All right, scenario 3. There's only 1 piece of Easter candy left. You take it and eat it before your sister figures it out. Peace or no peace? All right, scenario 4. You let your friend choose which game to play. Is that peace or no peace? All right, here's another scenario for you. You run and push ahead so that you can be the first one in line on the slides at recess. Peace or no peace? Let's see. Here's another one for you. You and your friend have a fight, but you're the first one to say you're sorry. Peace or no peace? Last one. There's a kid at school who looks different from you. You invite him to your party so the 2 of you can become friends. Peace or no peace? All right, parents, maybe you've got some other scenarios that you want to throw out at the kids. Take as long as you want. Meantime, why don't we check in with the So-and-So Show and let them refresh our memories about our lesson this week.
What are you doing?
I'm building a bridge. The waters are troubled. Cuckoo-ca-choo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo.
And Brandon, did you know that your fingernails grow 4 times as fast as your toenails?
Really?
Yes, and that you produce enough saliva to fill 2 bathtubs a year.
Cool. We need to get started.
Yeah, and eyelashes last for about 150.
So, hey everybody, I'm Brandon and this is Lawson and welcome to the So-and-So Show.
Yes, where apparently you might get interrupted by your co-host.
Lawson, we need to get started with the show.
Yes, but you cut me off at a very crucial part of my fact giving. Kids out there could be seriously questioning the lifespan of an eyelash. 150 what? Hours? Years? They don't know, Brandon. It's 150 days, by the way. Eyelashes last for 150 days.
Great. Are you done?
Yes.
Thank you.
No! Did you know that your blood has the same percentage of salt as ocean water?
Actually, technically, the blood is saltier than seawater if you read Wikipedia.
Brandon, you ruin everything.
Yeah, well, your facts aren't interesting.
Yeah, well, neither are your shoes.
You don't even know what shoes I'm wearing.
I don't need to.
Please welcome someone who knows stuff. Welcome. Come on in.
Guys.
Here,
Here you
grab
are.
your chair.
I got it. I've got it.
No, it's
Have a seat.
you sit here.
Now, tell us who you are and what you know.
Hey, I was supposed to ask her that.
You snooze, you lose.
Well, tell us who you are and what you know.
I already asked her.
Is everything okay here?
It's fine. Please continue. Tell us
Who you are and what you know.
Okay. Well, my name is Bridget, and I'm a professional mediator.
Brandon wants to know what a mediator is.
Not true. I know.
I'm glad you asked. A mediator is someone who makes peace, someone who stands in the middle of a conflict, helping people compromise or agree. It's like building a bridge from one person to another.
Cool. Yeah.
It's kind of like my name, Bridget. If there is a problem, that is what I do. I bridge it.
Oh.
Are you two okay? Do you need me to mediate?
We're fine.
How does mediating work exactly?
I'll show you. Let's bridge it.
You have to clean your room before we watch the movie.
But I can't do it in time.
Why do we always have this argument?
Both of you. You can pretend you're a hero with super speed to clean your room lightning fast. And then you can wait until she's done before you start the movie. Problem solved.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Bridget.
Yeah, kitty. Come on, get your din. Oh, come on, don't make me walk way over there.
Oh!
Bridget.
Give it to me. It's mine. Nuh-uh. I'm the one who found it. Yeah, but I picked it up first.
Yeah!
Bridget.
Wow, you really do build a lot of bridges.
You're welcome.
I didn't say.
Well, I've got to go. There's lots of people out there needing my help. And just remember, if you two ever aren't getting along, don't let the gap stand in your way. All you have to do is just,
Bridget?
that's my name, Bridget.
It's Bible story time with Kellen. Hey, Kellen.
Hey guys, today's Bible story is a great one, so let's hop right to it. The verse is Colossians chapter 3, verse 15. Paul wrote, "Let the peace that Christ gives rule in your hearts. As parts of one body, you were appointed to live in peace and be thankful." Back to you guys.
Back to us? What do you mean? That was like 2 sentences.
3 sentences actually, but yes, sometimes one little verse in the Bible can pack a whole lot into it.
Okay, but
You want to unpack it?
That would be great.
Here it is again. Let the peace that Christ gives rule in your hearts. As parts of one body, you were appointed to live in peace and be thankful. It's like this. Meet Brian and Ava.
Where's my notebook?
I didn't take it.
Well, I can't find it anywhere.
That's not my fault.
If I don't find that notebook by tomorrow, I'm going to get a 0 on my homework.
Aw, bummer for you. I'm going to play with my friends. Goodbye.
Freeze! Brian and Ava are brother and sister, but sometimes, and I don't know if this happens to you, but sometimes brothers and sisters fight. They're not at peace. So what would happen if they let the peace that Christ gives rule in their hearts? Rewind!
Where's my notebook?
I haven't seen it.
Well, I can't find it anywhere.
Have you checked the kitchen?
Yes, but if I don't find that notebook by tomorrow, I'm going to get a 0 on my homework.
Well, I was going to play outside with my friends, but I guess I can help you look instead.
Thanks, Brian.
See the difference? Instead of letting anger and fear be in charge, they let peace take over. Peace ruled their hearts, and that's how it should be. As parts of one body, you were appointed to live in peace. That means making peace is our responsibility. Like this.
I want grilled cheese for dinner.
I want tacos.
Didn't we just have tacos?
Yeah, but tacos are my favorite.
Grilled cheese is my favorite.
So what do we do? Grilled cheese tacos!
Grilled cheese taco? Isn't that a quesadilla? Anyway, Ava and Brian, they did something called compromise. They both gave up a little bit of what they wanted to make peace. It's important to remember that even when we disagree, we can still have peace with each other. So let's see that verse one more time. Let the peace that Christ gives rule in your hearts. As parts of one body, you were appointed to live in peace and be thankful. Back to you guys.
Awesome.
You were right, Kellen. One Bible verse packs in a whole lot, and all we have to do is remember it now.
Yep. Next time you're in an argument, don't let your anger take charge. Let the peace that Jesus gives rule your heart.
We'll try, Kellen. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
See you guys.
Bye.
Brandon,
Yes, Lawson?
I don't want to fight anymore.
Yeah, I agree. I'd much rather have peace. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too. Come here, you. We're never going to have a conflict ever again because we bridged it. We bridged it.
I know.
I'm so sorry.
let's
It's
take
not
it-
going to happen
Let's take it
anymore.
All right. Let's take it one episode at a time, if that's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reveal the question.
Who do you need to make peace with?
Whether it's a sibling, a co-host, a parent, a teacher, a friend, a neighbor, a grandma, second cousin once removed, second cousin twice
You get the
removed.
picture. We all had a lot of different types of people and relationships in our lives.
Or a hot dog vendor, or a disc jockey, or a mail carrier, or a used car salesman, or a
Talk
new
about it together. Who do you need to make peace with?
or a babysitter, or a Mountie, or that woman who hands out that samples at the grocery store that you just eat them all the time and you just can't stop and you can't stop.
I'm
until you-
Brandon.
And I am Lawson.
And this was the So-and-So
show.
Do you have any more?
No.
All right, see if you can guess the answer to this. How many noses does a slug have?
3.
No, that's close though. They have 4 noses. The fingerprints of a koala are so indistinguishable from humans that they have on occasion been confused at crime scenes. A snail can sleep for 3 years. Oh man, I envy him. The only animal that can't jump is the elephant. 3% of the ice in Antarctica glaciers is penguin urine. Okay, good night, everybody.
Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed that so-and-so show as much as I did. You know, earlier we were talking about some peace or no peace scenarios. Let's talk about those no peace scenarios for just a minute. And let's see if we can come up with some ways that we could make peace in those situations. You know, we talked about the fact that maybe there's just one piece of Easter candy left, and we run and gobble it up before anyone else figures it out. What would have been some way that we could have, kept peace in the family? We gobbled it up before our brother or sister knew about it. So maybe we could have just left it and said, you know what, there's only one piece left. I'm going to just leave it and let somebody else have it. Or maybe we could have said, you know what, I have one brother, one sister, and myself, so that's 3. There's only one piece of candy left. It would be really, really tiny and not worth it if I cut it into 3 pieces. I know what I'll do. Maybe we could go ask our mom and dad and say, look, I really want the last piece of candy, but I feel bad for my brother and sister to be left out. So is there 2 pieces of candy somewhere else so we could all have one piece together? I mean, that might save some frustration there. Or what about the scenario where we kind of pushed our way to the front of the line so we could be the first one down the slide? That's an easy fix. I mean, we don't have to push and shove. Just be patient. Oh, wait a minute. We just learned about patience last month. Patience is waiting for something until later for something that we want right now. So just have patience and let the other kids go down the slide and just wait your turn. Let me ask you this. Is there anyone that you feel like you're always living with that there is just absolutely no peace any of the time? What do you think you could do to make peace with that person? Does it seem like maybe you and your sister are always at each other, or maybe you and your brother are always fighting with each other, or maybe it's a kid on your team or at school and you just can't ever seem to get along? Well, how about trying to make peace with them? Maybe go tell them you're sorry, or pray and ask God to give you more patience with them. If you're not really sure what to do, talk to your mom and dad about it. See what they offer as advice on how to make peace with this person. Who can you talk to when you need help figuring out how to make peace? Mom? Dad? A grandparent? A teacher? A coach? Me? One of your other awesome Grace Kid volunteers? Listen, peace is something that we all need, and it's something that we really need in our day to day. So quit trying to win all the time. Let us have some peace. It's okay not to win. It's okay not to win every time. Nothing wrong with being competitive and nothing wrong with winning, but we don't always have to win the argument, okay? Peace is proving that you care more about each other than winning the argument. And remember our verse for the month, Romans 14:19. So let us do all we can to live in peace, and let us work hard to build up one another. All right, kids, that's all the time we got for this week, but you know the routine. Right hand up in the air, high five. I will see you next week. Be good.